A lot of us had that moment as kids when we first learned about space. What do you mean that our planet isn't the only planet and that we've sent people to the moon and how the sun is going to explode and kill us all in 5 billion years? Yeah, that was a lot for a kid to process. For a lot of us, space was simultaneously the coolest and most terrifying thing imaginable. But as we got older, it seems a lot of us have really started to care less about space to the point where it's kind of fallen off. Yeah. But now, after seeing Project Hail Mary and following the Artemis II mission, as well as finding my love for Kerbal Space Program again, to me, space is suddenly cool again. So today, I am talking about why space is cool again, and the things going on today and in the future that will have me and you saying, "Oh, that's so cool!" Before we cared about spaceships, astronauts, or real space missions, we found space cool through the genre of sci-fi. Movies like Star Wars, E.T., Race to Witch Mountain were all pivotal movies that had me thinking, "Oh, that's so cool!" Imagine the disappointment of younger me finding out that lightsabers weren't actually a real thing. But that never stopped me from thinking that I was an actual Jedi. This is why I don't have any friends. There have been many great space movies over the years with Interstellar, The Martian, recently Project Hail Mary. As I stated last video, Ryan Gosling is literally me. And with its recent success, the movie itself has made people like myself want to learn more about space. Usually, space in films is dictated as a cold, dark, and lifeless setting that is scary and can kill you in an instant. Space is vast, terrifying, lonely. It's only natural that a person, human or alien, would despair of their insignificance when looking at it. But what happens when you look at space from a more hopeful perspective? That we still have a place in this universe, even if we are a small part of it. That is what Project Hail Mary does. In a movie that can make you feel like surviving space is whimsical and possible, why wouldn't you want to learn more about space? And on top of this movie coming out, coincidentally, we also had one of the most exciting space missions to recent date, the Artemis II. Project Hail Mary knew what they were doing by releasing this movie in March, and it's basically one of the main reasons why, interest in space is skyrocketing up right now. You see what I did there? Aren't I funny, guys? Aren't I funny? NASA's Artemis II mission sent 4 astronauts around the moon, making it the first time humans have traveled that far into space since, the Apollo program days. For decades, the moon landing felt like this thing humanity had already checked off. I mean, what else is there to do? Though, depending on who you're talking to, we didn't even land on the moon at all. It was all fake. It was all fake. It was all a ruse. It was all to get you in your mind like that. What are we doing? They didn't directly want to go to the moon because the rocket ship was kind of feeling, a little shy. He just wanted to get like a peek and go around and, he didn't want to invade any personal space, and, I really respect that. But the Artemis mission wasn't just about visiting the moon again. The goal is to learn how to stay there longer with new technology, and eventually preparing for missions even farther out, like Mars. Missions like Artemis do remind people that space exploration isn't just something from history books. And because of the internet, today, millions of people can follow along in real time. People can share clips, react to the launches, making videos about it. Space suddenly feels like a global event again.
Artemis. Artemis. So who is Artemis in Greek mythology? Artemis is the twin sister of Apollo. And so right now, there are like 3, 4, 5 such missions planned.
Okay.
But each one, just as the original Apollo mission, each mission was a little more ambitious than the next.
Okay.
The internet has made tech in space accessible, digestible, and entertaining. Social media forces scientists to commute their work in more interesting ways, and today, in news cycles, any small discovery can be covered and spread across the globe in an instant.
Next, Artemis II goes with crew to the moon, but doesn't land, and then comes back.
Okay.
Okay? That's a very Apollo 80 of them. 8.
Right.
8E. To go to the moon and then come back. That's the first time we've sent astronauts off of the Earth to a destination since 1972, since Apollo 17.
Damn.
For most of history, space travel was something only governments could do. The United States had NASA, Russia in its programs, and everyone just kind of watched from the sidelines, hoping we didn't actually accidentally start World War III with rockets.
Did we really go to explore?
No.
Or do we go to just beat the Russians?
Right.
We have not been back to the moon in 50 years.
Now we have private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin trying to make travel affordable and relatable, aiming to support human life on other planets eventually. You can't fool me, Elon. I know that you're just secretly an alien trying to find your way back to your home planet and somehow that you crashed down here. You can't confuse me. I'm on to you. Speaking about aliens, space is cool because of the idea that we may not be alone in the universe. You remember those blurry 480p videos of supposedly was alien ships flying around the Earth and like it was a big deal for about 2 weeks, then everyone just kind of stopped talking about it? I mean, what happened? What happened to those? Also, why are we so obsessed with finding aliens? What if these aliens are mean? What if they just want to take over the Earth and enslave us all? That doesn't sound fun at all. Right now, scientists are discovering thousands of planets outside of our solar system, entire worlds orbiting distant stars that might have oceans, atmospheres, and maybe the right conditions for life. And thanks to telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope, we can study atmospheres of some of these planets from trillions of miles away. I mean, have you seen some of the photos this thing has taken? I mean, they're all really
so cool, so cool, oh, it's so pretty, so pretty. There are billions and billions of stars.
I mean, come on, I can't have a video called Why Space is Cool again and not have this song play multiple times. I'm probably going to get copyrighted, but hey, we ball. But what really makes this era of space more exciting is that it feels like we have advanced so much in technology that exploring space feels like a bigger deal and feels like we are getting closer and closer to traveling farther than we have ever before, just like we did this past year with the Artemis II mission. Now, are we going to start building bases on the moon, going to Mars, finding planets that may harbor life? I don't know, probably not for a while, but at least it is cool to see like events like Artemis II have everyone on the internet really rallying behind space and why everyone is saying,
oh, that's so cool, so cool.
Space captures something humans crave, and that's exploration and optimism. Movies like Project Hail Mary and missions like Artemis II represent that when humans or a rock work together, good things can happen. It represents some sort of optimism that is needed today, especially in, again, what feels like a negative world right now. Space represents a certain curiosity, and that the discovery that reminds us that the future can still be exciting. It is exciting because it reminds us that humanity still has huge things left to accomplish, that we're not done discovering things yet. The future isn't just about upgrading phones or vague posting on Twitter. Space reminds us that there is more out there. Somewhere out there, orbiting distant stars, there are planets we haven't seen yet, oceans we have yet to be discovered, and maybe even life we haven't met yet. And right now, as you watch these videos, humans are actively building the rockets, building the telescopes, planning missions that one day might find those things. So I guess the real question is, what will be the next thing about space that makes us say,
oh, that's so cool, so cool. My computer can't handle the rendering. Oh, that's so cool, so cool. Oh, it's so pretty, so pretty.
Thank you for watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts about space, and until next time, everybody, peace.